Well, well, hello again from Bacoor Cavite,
The Philippines.
Philippines. I'm Dan.
And I'm Anna.
By the way, we're going to talk about why love fails, why marriages fail, why relationships fail. Well, why maybe your life is missing something. Can I say empty? Sad. Just something's not right. And what we're going to talk about is what someone was talking about this woman and me about, and this is a couple friends of ours,
Lucky.
and as a couple, what they saw in her, how I was lucky to have her. That's not all they said, but, and I'll tell you why in a second. What we're going to talk about with regards to that is luxuries and life. You know what? The two words don't go together sometimes, actually very often, with pleasure, with wonder, with fun, with real value. So, first, what we were told this morning by our friends. They were talking about us, and the wife, by the way, good friends, dear friends. And it's all very good. It's all very complimentary, actually. And this is what you don't have. The wife was saying that how lucky I am to have Anna, because things such as to walk our dog many times a day, just having to walk the dogs, and how she just does it. We do it, by the way. And just and talked about how she didn't have the need to want to go shopping and do all these extra wonderful things. And I'm going to use the word luxuries. Now, what do you think? What was your take on what they were saying?
Like they're just like you. They say that that you are lucky because maybe I'm just simple, or not in a money way or something.
Oh, they talk about yeah. Yes. Oh, yeah. That forgot about, yes.
No, not in a money
And
way. It's just feeling contented being with you, I think.
I'm going to add to what they were telling us this morning, and how this is their words, not mine. How many Filipino women, they want someone, be it a white man, well, whoever, really.
Who will give them a nice and comfortable, or even comfortable,
very comfortable.
a luxury, karangyaan sa buhay. Yes. It's luxury life.
A life of luxury.
Yes.
That's what Filipino are looking for, to marry someone that'll give them a life of what they consider luxury.
Yes. I think most of the Filipinos right now, that they are looking for someone who will give them, a nice and comfortable life.
And again, see,
But it's not they're not looking for a true meaning of like companion, or
a companion,
or
love,
a partner, love. Yeah.
the true
True
total enveloping, use my words, togetherness.
Yes.
They want just somebody to be married to so they can have a good life. Notice my finger. Somebody who they can be married to have a good life.
Yes. I think that's
But
that's the main reason why most of the women right now here in the Philippines is looking for that kind of person.
And isn't that really sad to say? Much in America too, and
It's not.
other
updated one.
cultures, societies. Um, luxuries. What they want a life of luxuries. Now, to be honest, and many people talk about, and if you listen to many videos and whatnot, they say you're better off with a provincial woman in the Philippines, meaning someone that's back out in the, I'll use my
City.
American world, where it's what?
City.
Away,
girl.
away from the city.
Not the city girl.
Yeah, not the city girls. You want somebody that's country girl, who's, for her, a luxury is having a washing machine, having a car, or some kind of form of transportation. Then there's different stages, different luxury. Maybe someday having a maid, having a cook, having others do everything for you. And it goes up, the standards go up, isn't it? Well, I can say this. First off, I really don't know anybody, and I've met tens and tens of thousands of people in this category who are extremely wealthy, elite, you could call it, and guess what? None of them are happy. Not one of them are happy. They got people that basically even wipe their rear ends for them, do everything for them. Their happiness quotient, they're not. They're just there. Now, why? Why do you think that they're not happy? Having people that cook and clean and drive them places and make appointments for them, and if they need something, and go to the hairstylist and their pedicures and manicures and their makeup artist, and then go to their gyms, or maybe even have a trainer go to their house to work with them privately, and a masseuse and massage, get a massage and so forth. What? Shouldn't they be happy? Would you be happy with that?
No.
Why not?
Looks like a robot.
Looks like a robot.
For me.
Exactly.
Yeah, looks like a robot. You don't do anything for yourself. Really, you just ask for somebody to help you, to do for you. No, it's not. You need to do on your own.
So why? I mean, why not? What's wrong with that? What don't you get out of it by having somebody else do it for you?
First thing is save money.
But even if the money's no object, I've
No.
got so much I can burn it up, and it doesn't matter.
It's like why you can. I don't know. I don't
Well, well, earlier we were talking a little
You're
bit.
content. You're not content.
You're not content, yeah.
Do
But
you?
are you happy?
No.
What? Let me ask you this: what does that person? What can they be happy about? I'm talking the word happy, not just like, okay, life is good, robotic, like you said,
Yeah.
but happy, like we're always happy. Why do you think people talk about us, you and I, not just on TikTok or YouTube or anywhere on social media, but they talk about us up and down our streets in our neighborhood, and even our friends talk about us. By the way, it's all good, but why do they talk about this woman and myself? Why? We're just two. I'm an older guy. She's just a woman. I mean, we're nothing special, right?
Yeah.
Why do they talk about us all the time?
I don't.
Are they?
Like-
Are they? Some of them, are they envious? Oh,
I don't.
oh. Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead. Be right back.
Oh.
All right, we're back. We had a delivery.
Yes.
Well, what were we talking about? How they're
How
not
they got
happy.
that. How.
The people with the luxury lives.
Like.
Why did you say that you? Well, what were some of the things that you just love to do? And again, you said for me, but I think it's for you too. What are some of the things that you like to do in the house?
Take a bath.
Take a bath.
Give you a bath.
Well,
Well,
yeah, she
give you a
loves to
bath.
bathe me.
give
She
you
loves to
bath,
bathe me. I forgot
cook.
about that.
Yeah.
To cook,
Cook, clean,
to clean.
yeah. Rather than just sit down there and ask somebody, you do this, do that. Oh,
How come? Why do you actually find, can I say the word joy?
yes.
Are you happy doing it?
Yes.
And she says, trust me. By the way, I don't just sit and do nothing. Often we're doing it together.
Yeah.
And we share. We share everything. But with that said, so why do you find joy and happiness? Why are you always happy with it? I mean,
Contented, I think. Being
Contented.
contented.
But,
Being around with someone I love.
me too.
Yeah.
Me too, honey.
Yeah, that's all you need, right? Except money,
But-
except roof.
But
To
okay,
live on
you
is
just made for us for dinner some. What did you make?
Carbonara.
Carbonara, which was amazing, by the way. And she's making it. She's
Filipino
coming
style.
over to Filipino style. She's coming over to me and how does this taste with this or that or whatever? And she brings up how does this taste now? And I mean, her pride,
Yeah.
her energy, her when I said, this is good. I mean, and a smile from her face. And it's not because she looks at me like I'm going to yell or scream,
No.
but just,
Happy that I'm
Yeah.
happy that I cook again and you
I enjoy it, I appreciate it.
Yeah, you appreciate.
I appreciate it.
how-
Oh my God.
how to say it? My cooking, what I do.
I appreciate
Yeah.
everything so much. And all the time I'm saying, I'm telling her that and complimenting her. So, getting back, let's use that word compliment. Okay, that person that lives in luxury. What can I compliment? If I was the husband and that was the wife,
Maybe
What can-
maybe he will say, "Huh? You spend again a lot of money."
maybe, yeah, that's, yeah. A lot of marriages blow up because of money. What a team, right?
Yes.
He works his tail
Maybe I
off and
think-
she spends her tail off getting
Yeah.
rid of money. But
I
but-
think that is the worst thing
but
every.
for me,
every
but let's say
man.
I'm so wealthy that again,
Yeah,
I-
don't care about the man.
we're making more by the minute than people make their whole lives. So other people, but can I compliment that my wife, my partner,
Maybe we'll
about
say
the food?
no. Oh,
Or
maybe
about-
he will compliment about how their helper.
About the helper. She does a great job.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh.
I'm thinking of a movie star right now that had a child with their maid. You know the star, many Terminator movies, for instance. The maid became something special in his eyes. His own wife, what could he compliment her on?
No.
Living a life of luxury. I
Yes.
didn't even think of that, but yeah, you're right. But there's nothing I could compliment that woman on because she didn't do anything.
And you sit down.
Or maybe she was doing some business, this and that, and again, maybe she's making a lot of money. But again, something that I can enjoy, we can share together. More money, if that's about your world, that's pretty
It's just about.
empty.
It's just about enjoy being together. Is maybe that is the most
Meaningful, valuable.
meaningful or valuable to a couple.
Yeah, I know it is
Yeah.
with how I feel about her. Just
Not-
to be with her.
Yeah,
Just
not a lot of luxuries or something. You know.
again, in luxury, let's talk about luxuries. Think about how ridiculous luxuries are. You go, let's say you have a lot of money, money's no object, or maybe it is, it doesn't really matter. But so you go shopping, doesn't matter where, you buy a $250,000 purse and a $10 million pair of earrings And
Million. Oh,
people do. But so what? It's now it's stuff that you have to carry back, or no, you're not going to carry it. Your
Yeah.
aide is going to carry it
Yeah.
for you.
Your personal PA.
And yes,
PA.
personal aid, and they're going to put it away in your closet somewhere, in your jewelry, in the safe. And where's the fun in that?
I don't
It made you feel good for 10 minutes, dopamine, when you buy something,
Maybe.
and then it dissipates about 10 minutes later. So now you're down again, where you started.
Down again and thinking about, I'm going to buy it tomorrow. Again.
Yeah. So again, what's your life? Reactive totally.
But for me, if I'm like that, I'm thinking, I'm going to cook for him tomorrow
I know.
to make him appreciate what I do.
Did you hear her? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's exactly how she thinks. And
What
why?
I'm going to do tomorrow to make him happy.
And why do you think that? Because you're after, again, I'm using the Filipino, how so many think, or at least other people believe they think, you're after my money and after a green card, for instance, to get to America.
No.
And
I just only need someone with me, love me, that I love him too. That all is matters to me. Not your money.
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
It's not.
See, that's
Because
why.
all the luxury, all the money when you're gone, it's nothing.
And again, it's just more junk.
Yeah.
How many houses in your house are just full of junk?
And
Luxuries that you didn't need, you
And-
don't use, or maybe used them once.
maybe you can use it, but it's just only a thing there that, you know.
It's stuff in the
It's
way.
a stuff, and then you cannot bring that in your grave.
No, yeah, but beyond that, it gets in your way. What the heck? And if it's in your closet somewhere that you're never going to use, what good is it? I
No,
mean, you
nothing.
wasted your time.
You
And see,
wasted
that
your
luxury
money.
is wasting time. That luxury vacation going somewhere where, I'm going to tell you a story. And this, again, I guide a lot of people. I have a lot of clients and students, followers, etc., through my publications and in person and other means of media. But one person, I know him very, very, very well. We were talking, and by the way, a very well-to-do family. And I asked him, what was one of the best times of his life as a young adult growing up, as a child and young adult. He thought for a moment, and again, this is somebody who's traveled all over, did everything, that money can buy, with his family, by the way. But he thought for a moment and says, when my grandfather, and let me back up, his grandfather and grandmother used to own a large farm, nice farm, and he would stay there in the summers, most summers, for a couple months with them. Anyways, getting back to the story here, he says, the best times I ever had was when my grandfather and I would take a walk, and we'd walk up this one hill where we could overlook and see all the cows, and we would just sit there and talk. How boring, right? How boring.
It's nice. You can see the nature.
That's the most meaningful thing, one of the most meaningful things in his life. And you know what? I could tell you the same kinds of stories about myself. What I remember is the most valuable, great times of my life. It was not about being here or there or having this wonderful whatever it was. It was times that was, most people say, what?
Ordinary.
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 But with someone you cared about. And to just, well, like you and I sometimes, we don't talk. I mean, we talk all the time, but we don't have to be jabbering in each other's face. We're just sitting here holding each other. Like right now, she's holding me, and I'm pressed against her. I make sure so I can touch her one way or another, and look at her, and smell, and just her aura, her electricity, to me is everything. It's nothing special, right? Yes, it's everything special. Most of you have no idea because you've never had that. Never have that. And that's pretty sad. Pretty sad. So, luxuries, you know, these maids and cooks and your drivers. You know, the one thing I miss, by the way, talking about a driver, here, excuse me, in the Philippines, I don't drive. First time I came here, I rented a car for 3 weeks. But since the last 4.5 months now, living here, I don't drive. We go, somebody takes us somewhere, be it a Grab or a tricycle, which is a little sidecar you sit in, or a little bus, or a Jeep, or a big bus.
Yellow
That's
bus.
pretty much it. You know what I miss? What?
Drive.
Driving. I miss driving. Me driving, be it on my motorcycle or in a car, just in a car. And you know what I miss? You know what I miss the most about driving that I haven't had now for 3 years, almost 3 years, is in the car drive. What?
Motorbike or?
No, I've that a little bit, but no. Here's what I miss.
What?
Is driving with the love of my life sitting next to me in that car, and with our girls, our 2 dogs, in the back seat with us. And I can't wait when we get your K-1 visa to go to America, to drive and have you sit next to me in the car as we just drive. Where? I don't care. It doesn't matter. Just drive. That's what one of the things I really miss. And I know you're going to do just like my now deceased wife. She always put her hand on my leg or on my arm, or you're always touching me. You're always touching me, one way or another. I love that. How much does that cost?
Nothing. But
How
it's
much
a
is
big
the
deal.
value? What?
It's a big
What did you say?
deal.
Big deal. It's everything to me. It's everything to me. It's more than a big deal. It's called life. Yeah. That's what I love about us. And that's why people talk about us, because when we're just walking our dogs, who wants to just walk their dogs? That's boring.
Just holding.
We're
Sometimes
holding hands like we are now, or I've got my arm around her, or she has her arm around my arm, or we're touching all the time, and we're looking at each other, or at least talking. Then when we can, we're looking at each other, and whatever we're talking about, it doesn't matter. Sometimes we're laughing, and sometimes we get serious, and I mean, it doesn't matter, but I love it. Those dog walks aren't dog walks. They're experiences. Yeah, you guys have to fly to Rome, Italy, or wherever, it doesn't matter, or to Manila, or and live in BGC, or Cebu, or Shanghai, or Timbuktu, or see the pyramids, and do this and do that and think, oh my gosh, my life is so wonderful. Is it? You don't have this. You're too busy listening to the tour guide, or too busy getting on and boarding and unboarding, or putting your stuff, packing your suitcases and unpacking and then packing them up to go back home. And oh my God, talk about, it's a pain in the ass, excuse my words. It's a pain in the ass traveling like that. Not to say that I didn't do it and we won't do it, but we're going to do it very informally, very on our terms, not tour guides, not exotic places, but just simple things like drive in America to go see a waterfall, drive to like Niagara Falls, which is an hour and a half away from my house there, or to LUXURIES State Park, which we are going to walk and walk up and down hundreds and hundreds of stairs, over bridges, over the river, waterfalls, and it's beautiful there. It's the Grand Canyon of the East. And there's so much. We're going to pick strawberries and blueberries and cherries. And we're going to walk in our woods tens of thousands of times with the dogs. Of course, they want us to go. And we're going to see, who knows what we're going to see. Just in our own woods, our own little nature preserve, our flowers. And she wants to, besides doing everything else, plants. Plant a garden, plant this, plant that. To do things. She wants to grow things with her own fingers. She's magic, by the way. That's the value. Martha Stewart, you think she does much of that? Her place, you might have seen on TV or whatever, it's immaculate. How much does she do? Here's what I did. No, she didn't. Her gardeners did it. That's emptiness, folks. So getting back to you Filipino women who want the luxuries, you have no idea what you want. Really, what's really joyful. You think because you're sold images by society, by advertisers, and you eat it up. That's what you built your life around. And I'm going to end with this little quick story. My now deceased wife, when we were first going out, I pulled up to her house, her father's house. She was living there with him then. And her father was up on the roof. There was a ladder and he was up on the roof. And I said, what are you doing? He said, fixing a few shingles on my roof. So okay. So I'll be right there. And I climbed up with him. A minute later, I won't say girlfriend, although I really liked her already. But anyways, Karen came out of the house. She saw me pull up, and I said, and she looked up and saw us, and I said, "Hey, Karen, come on up here." And that look on her eyes and her face is like, "Oh my God, no, that's man's work. That's for the men to do." I said, "Get your tail up here." And I kind of prodded her. So finally, guess what? She climbed up there. And anyways, the three of us, it didn't take long at all. Just boom, 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 and doing things. And the hardest part for her was climbing down, by the way. There's some stories I'll tell you later on that. You have to remind me, though. And this isn't about that day. This is other times. Very humorous. But anyways, you know what? You should see the way she stood. She didn't realize it and acted. She has this little grin on her face. You could feel the pride in her, the sense of accomplishment, of purpose, of doing something positive. She did it. Wow, she did it. And you know what? The rest of our lives together, which are over 40 years, way over 40 some years together, almost for much of it, most of it, 24/7, forming businesses and doing hands-on and totally rehabbing houses besides our own, dozens of others that we also own, and things with her hands and with our minds and our sweat and tears and everything, just what we did. Her life, and I say this, she lived, and I equate it to her one life equaling 20 normal people's lives put together. Pretty amazing life. Pretty amazing life. She went too soon. But she had an amazing, amazing life, and I'm so happy. And because I kind of pulled and prodded and whatnot, not in anger, but like fun. And you know what? After a little period of time, she picked up the whatever, and she ran with it. And sometimes she pulled me. So she found what she really wasn't given before growing up by society. She was supposed to be prim and proper, proper lady. No, you live a hell of a good life, and that's being active and doing things so you feel good, not acquiring stuff and having other people do everything. That's an empty existence, and that's why so many wish they weren't here any longer. So, I said a lot. Anything you want to add, honey?
Just be contented with whatever you have.
Be content.
And always be happy.
Well, but what makes you happy, though? That's an easy thing to say, but be happy.
What makes you happy?
Smile.
Yeah, smile and how to say
What
that?
did you do? You do things. That's what makes you happy.
Yeah.
Because you do
Do
things.
whatever you want to do to make you do.
And she's always challenging herself and everything, every way. I believe she can do anything. I really, truly do. I've seen her do amazing things, and she's, I think, just begun. And remind us for her to tell some of her stories about growing up, swimming in their little creek. And you know what I'm not gonna say, but most of you go, oh my gosh, but the story she's told me a little bit, she's laughing her tail off with joy, and she was even saying she wishes she could go back to that stuff.
Yeah, no
So
worries.
It's pretty.
No worries, and happy and contented with life. And you're not thinking about.
Yeah, and that's the kind of woman that, getting back to, am I lucky to have her? I'm lucky I found her. And honestly, I think she's pretty lucky
To have you.
You found me too. We found each other.
Yeah.
Because together, one and one don't make two. They make
better.
a million.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
Million things.
Because we're just, we're amazing together.
Yeah.
Incredible. Because we do. We don't live vicariously. We do. So, yeah. So it's not, I'm lucky, she's lucky. We're fortunate we happen to find each other. But we live life like you did when you were a child, before you got ruined, before you bought into that stuff and things and became that robot. Stop it. We can help you. So please, follow us, share us, like us, and we're on YouTube. Subscribe, please, and like. Our YouTube channel is Dan and Anna. Change is growth. And find us there. So please do, and give us your comments and your thoughts. And you know what?
Would love to hear about your thoughts.
And we can help you in any and every way, truly, because we have no walls. We're not programmed and conditioned. Like you think you're open-ended, free-minded. I can prove to you you're not. You're very robotic, and you don't even know it. But that's a scientist talking, cognitive neuroscientist talking. So, anyways, enough of that. We'll see you later. So, take care from Bakur, Cavite, in the Philippines. Bye.